You're listening to an encore presentation of this program, KCAA, the Inland Talk Express.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Tune in for a vibrant mix of fashion, finance, and life's essential foundations. Join us for expert interviews, insightful discussions, and empowering insights to elevate your lifestyle. From fashion trends to financial tips and personal growth strategies, we've got you covered. So grab your headphones and get ready to be inspired. Tune in now to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show and embark on this exciting journey with us.
Welcome, everyone. This is Marie Waite here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, live on KCAA Radio Network, where we cover over 5 million households here in the greater Los Angeles. And we are also available on all of your favorite streaming channels. Now, today, I'm really excited to share with you who our guest is, and her name is Vasi Huntales. And Vasi is someone that I have met through the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs, and she is now a member of the Fire Up Connect Empowered Women's Network. Now, let me tell you more about Vasi. Vasi is the founder of Ignite Your Soul and is dedicated to guiding entrepreneurs and other trailblazing leaders to unlock their next level of impact for greater fulfillment, joy, and contribution. She has over 20 years of expertise in coaching, training, and mentoring. She also guided hundreds of people to embrace their own definition of success as innovative leaders in these new times. Along with her natural, intuitive abilities, Vasi is a certified professional intuitive coach and global enlightenment me practitioner. Oh, I'm really interested in learning more about her. There's so many things to know about this. She also helps quickly clear subconscious blocks and chart your unique path of you move forward with ease, clarity, and abundance. And she is also a retreat leader for over 10 years. Vasi hosts individual and group retreats that rejuvenate your body, mind, and soul within a community of like-hearted women. So her purpose inside, it says here that she's seated since our birth. How we live our purpose is a powerful gift to ourselves and to the world. As we grow and change over our lives, there are times that encourage us to deepen our impact. So this is what we're going to be talking about is actually, how does someone know it's time for their next level or impact? What has been a challenge for you and what helped? And what can someone do if they're uncertain about their next steps? And what's the role of intuition in making changes? Wow, these are amazing questions that we're going to learn from Vasi. So let me go ahead and welcome you. Welcome, Vasi, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Vasi, welcome.
Hi, Marie, and hello to everyone listening and watching the replay.
Yes, I'm really excited about this interview, and I got to know you a little bit more later, and now I am excited about this topic. So we're going to talk about how we live our purpose, right? And yeah. So tell me more about this topic because I'm really interested in regards to how you wanted to help the audience learn from this.
Yeah, well, I've been in this topic for about 20 years, but what I'm noticing is lately more and more people are like, I want to make a bigger impact in the world. I want to take my experience and my expertise and my abilities and really make a greater impact. And so this is all about how to unlock your deeper impact, which some people think is doing more, but it's actually about doing less.
Okay.
And so I want to start there. And it's really about connecting with your purpose, connecting deeper to your purpose to make a deeper impact. And that's being more of who we are, not actually needing to do more, but bringing more of our energy and the essence of who we are to the world.
Okay. Well, let me ask you, how did it start for you and how you got to this point? I guess I'm curious first in regards to how it all started for you.
Yeah. It's funny. I was remembering this morning when I was in a corporate job, and I know we've talked about like that life, right? When you're in corporate and you have that security and you're going to a job and it's all very predictable. And I remember I was looking out the window during a meeting and I saw this bird outside the window and I thought, this is it. I don't need to be here anymore. I want to be like that bird. I want more freedom. I want more expansion. I want more growth. And that started my journey. Like, what is my purpose? What really outside these constraints and these roles and these identities, what am I here to do? And so that led me on a path, which we would probably need a lot more time to go through that. But the highlight of that is I became an entrepreneur.
Okay.
And yeah, and it's been my joy and my honor to facilitate transformational change within companies, nonprofits, and within individuals. And now for the past 10 years with entrepreneurs that are building and growing their business so that they can have more impact through that expression.
Wow. So just looking at a bird gave you the concept, having the freedom to help other people. And then all of a sudden you're here as an entrepreneur and now doing so many great things for women. And gosh, it's like so interesting. And everyone is so different in terms of how they discover or they did have their transformation, right? And for you, it was very interesting that just by looking at a bird and then you kind of related that to who you are, where you're at, and then created that idea of being an entrepreneur.
Yes. Well, and there's, each of us has our own experiences, which at the moment we may not realize that was pivotal, right? Like when I saw that bird, I wasn't like, oh, this is going to be this pivotal moment. But looking back, when I traced it, that was like the domino effect. That was the ripple that started me wanting to make a deeper impact and connect with my purpose. And so, our intuition is so powerful to guide us, whether you call it connected to God or whether you call it your inner wisdom or whatever it is for, those of us that use it. And for me, it was a series of guidance that I received. I went on to get a master's degree and I went on to work within a nonprofit. I had never worked in a nonprofit, managing a consulting program, which I absolutely loved, and matchmaking nonprofit executives with retired corporate executives.
Okay.
And they facilitated change and transformational organizations. And then building my business, where I was helping people really connect with their purpose and expand their vision, what's possible. So at each point, like I would say, oh, I'm ready for a deeper impact. And I would go to this meeting or, do this or do that. Or, it was like I was ready for that next step as I listened to my intuition.
So based on all of the years of experience with the corporate, you have taken that and became more creative in helping other people. Is that what happened?
Exactly. And I want to speak to that because so many of us don't think that we're creative, right? Because we associate creative with like being an artist and being able to draw. And about, I guess it was 8 years ago, I was at an event in my hometown and my junior high school teacher was there. And he said, he was looking for me at the event because he knew our family would be there. And it turns out that he remembered me all those years ago. And we're talking like 30 plus years. And when I asked him why, he said, well, you don't forget a student like that. He said, what are you doing now? Basically with my art. I hadn't painted or done anything really, really creative in probably over 20 years. And so that was a catalyst for me. And I dug out my old paints and stuff. And I noticed that even though I was encouraging people in my work to really live their purpose and live vibrant lives, I wasn't really doing that when it came to my own creativity. So I started holding workshops and teaching people my own version of intuitive painting. And then women would come and they would discover they were creative. And they would discover, like, if they thought they could do something they didn't realize they could do, what else was possible, right?
Yeah.
And so it just it was a tool. I used art as a tool for growth and self-discovery and expansion. And so that was another part on my path. When we speak about creativity, I just have to share that. So
Wow,
fun.
that is so awesome because I've always liked doing some arts, but I was telling myself I can do it later in my life, and I'm just gonna do whatever, right now is, whatever I can. But I never really thought about incorporating that as part of my business, which is what you did. So that is
Yeah,
pretty
it
amazing.
is. And then there was people that went on that took the workshops that went on and incorporated that in their business as well, which is so exciting because as entrepreneurs, we want to stay fresh and we want to stay creative, and we're always having to, write things or come up with ideas or innovate. And so it's just using your right side of your brain more and tapping into that.
Okay. Well, so let me ask you this question. Based on everything that you're doing right now, what is the most, or I would say the best quality of yourself that you bring to the table for the entrepreneurs?
I would have to say my best Now, you mean like a personality quality? Is that what you
It
mean
could
by
be
quality?
personality, it could be some business skills, or whatever you think is prominent that you bring into the table when you're working with the entrepreneurs. What is that?
I would have to say it's my intuition.
Your intuition. Okay, let's talk
Yeah.
about the intuition. I'm really
Yeah.
curious about this. Okay.
Yeah.
So
And
tell
clients
us.
tell me that all the time because I believe my intuition serves my purpose, which is to help people connect to their purpose and make a deeper impact in the world. And so I have developed that over the years and I've appreciated it. And so I also help my clients develop it because I want them, when we're done working, to be able to use that to go to a networking event and know intuitively who you're supposed to connect with,
Okay.
to sit and you might write a blog like intuitively, what's the topic, right? Or just there's so many aspects, or when they're sitting with clients, how can they be using their intuition? So I use my intuition to help clear blocks that are in the way of people's goals. When I work with entrepreneurs,
Okay.
I'm able to intuit and clear the energy and the thought patterns and the mindsets. I'm also able to use my intuition to look into the future, and I have a gift for seeing the next level of expansion, so the next impact they can make, and I share that
Wow.
with them. And I also know what's not being said, and I think many of us do. Sometimes it's like you use your intuition to what's below the surface. So we go deep in our sessions, but it's fun and it's quick and it's very empowering as well.
So is this a very specialized process that people can get from you? Is this something that other people are doing, or is it just uniquely done by you?
All of us are intuitive, just like all of us are creative.
Okay.
So yes, people can learn to, really it's more about trusting your intuition. And that's what I
Okay.
work on. When someone wants to be more intuitive, it's like you're already intuitive, but how can you trust? Because when you trust, then you act on it more.
Okay.
So when can anyone learn it? Yes. And when I work with clients, I help them tune into what's their way of using their intuition and how can they develop it. So there's a
Okay.
general aspect that I can teach, but there's also a specific that's to you, that's customized for you.
Wow. Okay. Well, I want to expand this discussion, but we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. And for everyone out there who's listening right now, please don't go away. There's more to come from Vasi Huntalas, and we're going to talk about intuition with her coaching. So we'll be right back.
You know, for the past 53 years, I have been immeasurably blessed to make my full-time living as both an actor and a speaker, either on stage somewhere or standing in front of a camera. I wanted to take a moment today to tell you how excited I am to be coming to San Diego, California this fall to teach you how to become a professional speaker. I will be teaming up with the multi-talented Marie Waite, and together we will help you design the most compelling, passionate, and energized version of you have ever known. This will equip you with a newfound sense of confidence and the exuberance that it takes to get out there on stage and change lives. The dates are October the 17th through the 20th. I look forward to seeing you there.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. And this is your host, Marie Antoinette Wade. And our guest is Vasi Gonzalez, who is sharing her knowledge in terms of intuition coaching. So, Vasi, you were sharing earlier in regards to your intuition and how you need to learn how to trust your intuition. So, can you take us, or maybe let's do this. Let me ask you this question first. How does someone know it's time for their next level of impact?
So there's a few different clues that you may have. One is that you may be bored. And boredom, boredom is underrated because it's actually a sign from our higher self that we're ready for the next challenge. We may not want to step outside of our comfort zone, right? But that boredom is like, there's something more. So boredom can be a clue that you're ready for your next level of impact. Another clue is if you find yourself drawn to new things, drawn to new people, and there's like, you kind of start to get excited, like, ooh, and maybe you daydream or you imagine, you go, well, what if? And then it's so interesting because our logical mind will come in and say, there's no way you can do that. You've been doing that for years, or, you're not creative, and that's really important to listen and give yourself more space. If something's starting to be exciting, if something's starting to open up for you. And then another way that it's time for your next level of impact is you find yourself, it's more in your heart. Like your heart is really wanting to serve more and give more. And you just, when clients come to me, what they say is, you know what, I'm just ready. I just feel it's time. And I don't know exactly what the next step is, but I know it's time. So It's that feeling in your heart that it's time.
Wow, I can totally relate with what you just said, because when I feel bored, that's when I start thinking, what else can I do? It's like this little, that's why I have so many projects, because I feel like I am bored. I need to do something else. So I can totally relate. It's like, you have this.
Right.
Anyway, that is so cool. And it's good for people to be conscious about that and to be aware of it, that if they feel those kind of emotions, that they need to somehow do something. And so when they feel this way, what do they do if they feel they have this kind of emotions? Do they reach out to you, or do they figure out what challenges do they have to make it happen? I mean, how does that work?
Well, there's a couple different things I've seen. One is that people take the practical approach, and a lot of times people come to me if they've spent thousands of dollars on training programs or other coaching or all sorts of things to build skills in a certain area or to find clarity. And it hasn't really moved them forward because they're not really connecting in with that deeper level of purpose that they're ready to do. So that's something people try. And then another way, something that I really encourage is to spend some time in quiet and asking yourself some questions, because oftentimes the boredom, and I did this too, Marie, so I completely understand it, puts us into new projects and overactivity and busyness. And then we're even less available or less conscious, right, to hear that inner voice inside of us and to tap into our wisdom. So find some moments of quiet, go out in nature, take a journal, walk. Sometimes I speak into my phone on a recording app, and I just ask questions and I just notice like what's coming to me, what ideas, and I just give them space to just be heard by me and not be criticized or judged.
Okay, so in your process of coaching, do you help them go through this process, give them the time to really, be aware of giving themselves time to question or to ask themselves? Is that part of your process?
Yes, I do. We typically start by looking at what like identities are within them that they're holding on to that's not allowing them to move forward. And I also look at a subconscious level, like what are the thought patterns? What are the mindsets? And I help to clear them and bring their awareness to, oh, this is what's going on below the surface. You know, you're afraid of rejection, or there's a fear of success actually in the way, or you don't think that you're going to be as successful at something else as you were here, you know? So I work at that level first, and then that starts to open up possibilities.
Okay.
And there's so many home play I give people around that, around taking the time in between sessions to build on the momentum that we have in the sessions so that they themselves start to have more clarity. And it happens pretty quickly.
Okay.
Because once we've left behind, like, you know, past limitations, the future is already here, you know. And so there's exercises, there's journaling, there's questions, there's
Okay.
things that help people get that clarity.
Now, do you encounter some clients where there's some resistance in terms of dealing with their past and, you know, trying to figure out how to move on?
So the resistance, I mean, everyone has resistance at some
Yeah.
level, and it comes from fear. And a lot of times what I see is a fear of losing control.
Okay.
And that goes hand in hand with when we're high achieving women, you know, visionary leaders, you know, we're used to having a lot of control. And I can't tell you how many times when I used to meet clients in person, now I do Zoom, they would sit down across from me and they would say, oh, this is really hard for me to not be in control. And I'd be like, I totally get it, been there, right? And so the resistance, we just name it, we have fun with it. We look at where the source of it is. I go to the root, we release it. And, you know, it's just as each comfort zone we go outside of, there's another level to release.
Mhm.
And so it's just part of the human experience, you know, to go through that. And I
how long-
welcome it and I help them embrace it. Yeah.
And how long does it take to somehow get some results out of your process?
You know, it varies. I had a woman come to me who'd wanted to write a children's book. That's how she wanted to make a deeper impact. And we did
Okay.
that in 3 sessions. I mean, she
Oh.
did that in 3 sessions, but we eliminated all the blocks, got her going, got her clarity. And after 3 sessions, she had wrote the children's book, and it's now out being
Okay.
marketed to publishing. I've had other people. I just had someone who worked with me for 2 months, once a week for 2 months, 30-minute sessions. And she said it literally changed every area of her life. She said it's been
Wow.
amazing that she's able to move forward and she's able to have a completely different experience. She's not feeling like frustrated or anger, the things that used to get in her way. She's just in flow.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I have other entrepreneurs that I work with for 3 or 4 months. And, you know, while their businesses might be great, their personal life has had some bumps and challenges. And so we might work with that. And so there's a balanced success they have between their
Okay.
personal and professional. And then another aspect is someone who's taking their business to the next level of impact. And that might be about 3 months that's happened. That some of the results are not only increasing their income, but increasing their free time and boosting their energy and finding that they're having happy synchronicities come because they're using their intuition. So there's less effort going out, there's more ease. Those are some of the results
Wow.
people experience.
That is so exciting. All right. Well, I'm going to ask you more questions in our next segment, but we're getting ready here to honor our sponsors. So we're going to take a break. And everyone out there, this is so awesome. So this is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show with Vasi Huntales, who is an intuition coaching, right? Is that right?
Intuitive coach, yes.
Intuitive coaching coach. So make sure that you don't go away, and we will be right back.
You know, for the past 53 years, I have been immeasurably blessed to make my full-time living as both an actor and a speaker, either on stage somewhere or standing in front of a camera. I wanted to take a moment today to tell you how excited I am to be coming to San Diego, California this fall to teach you how to become a professional speaker. I will be teaming up with the multi-talented Marie Waite, and together we will help you design the most compelling, passionate, and energized version of you have ever known. This will equip you with a newfound sense of confidence and the exuberance that it takes to get out there on stage and change lives. The dates are October the 17th through the 20th. I look forward to seeing you there.
The worst thing a homeowner can do is be without a good set of tools. Don't find yourself caught without the right tools. The Real Men of Real Estate's Ultimate Utility Bag ensures you're equipped for any DIY task. With high-quality essentials like a hammer, measuring tape, multi-tool, and Exactac picture hanging tool housed in a sturdy bag, you'll be ready for anything. It's not a good feeling when you have to stop right in the middle of a project because you didn't have that tool that you should have had in the first place. Introducing the Real Men of Real Estate's Ultimate Utility Bag from Caliber 8. This ultimate, all-around-the-house tool bag includes essentials like a non-slip grip 16-ounce claw hammer with a nail starter, which is perfect for keeping your fingers safe from getting smashed, a durable 16-foot measuring tape, which is a must in any toolkit, the Caliber 8 Multi-Max Pocket Tool, which features a 6-inch locking-style adjustable pocket wrench, 5-position wrench, 2 Phillips, and 1 flathead screwdriver, a durable stainless steel pocket knife, can and bottle opener, saw blade, an LED flashlight so you don't have to get caught in the dark. A compact toolkit small enough to fit in your glove compartment or your kitchen drawer, with a utility knife, 2 Phillips and flathead precision screwdrivers, a mini socket set, a box of wood and machine screws, needle nose pliers, wire cutters, and a driver set with flathead Phillips and Torx style bits, and the Exactac picture hanging tool, which makes picture hanging easy with no measuring required or stray holes to deal with. With everything you need conveniently packed in one sturdy bag, you'll be ready for any DIY task. Call area code 619-453-4664 or visit realmenofrealestate.com. The first 10 shoppers get a 10% discount with promo code TOOLS. That's TOOLS.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. And I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Wade. And Vasi, your information was really awesome. And now what I wanted to ask you is, what kind of clients do you normally work with and why?
So the clients I typically work with are women who've been in a business or in like a visionary leadership position for anywhere from 10 to 20 years. And they're extremely motivated and high achieving and have been successful. And they're at a point where they feel like there's a next level of impact that they want to make. And they don't want to do it the way that they have before.
Okay, so these are like CEOs or...
So they're entrepreneurs.
Okay.
Yeah, they've had their own business, or they've been doing something in a capacity and they're wanting to start their own business. So new or established entrepreneurs.
Okay, I see. Wow, that's interesting. So, and my next question is, when it comes to all the clients that you have taken care of, what are the results that you have seen typically after they go through your process?
Mm-hmm. So one of the things when I started asking them that surprised me was they tell me I have more trust in myself. And I was like, oh, because to me, they started looking very confident, right? Mm-hmm. They had to be confident, but there was a deeper level of trust. So one of the results is they trust themselves more, and that helps them make better decisions. It helps them course correct more quickly, and it helps them have more joy and fulfillment in their relationships. So that's one of the things, self-trust. And another thing is that in fact, I have a client that's been texting me about this week, is that she's finally able to do the things for herself that to have a healthy lifestyle and have more joy in her personal life when she's not working in her business, because so much of her energy and commitment has been going to her business for 20 years. So that's another result, is there's I mentioned, balanced success.
Okay.
So that they're actually making themselves a priority in their lives, as opposed to their clients or their family or their friends, right?
Okay.
So they're
So
healthier.
so it's giving
happier.
them more confidence, and they're believing more or having more faith in themselves in terms of what they're doing.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah, exactly. And then I would say the results, more so with what they're creating, is they have a clarity on their next level of impact, and they've started to take steps and to move forward. So by the end, they're all saying, I'm so grateful to be moving forward. I've tried so many things in the past, but I'm finally starting to see this deeper impact. I'm starting to take steps. So empowered to move forward. Yeah.
Okay, so you take out the doubts and the fear, and then when they start believing in themselves, they take more things that they need to do. And so after that, do you help them after, make that decision that, yeah, they're ready to go? Do you still help them after that?
Well, they're taking steps all along the way.
Okay.
So from each session, like the next action reveals itself, whether it's going and sitting with your journal and getting clarity, or whether it's actually, writing that talk that you've been thinking about, or putting yourself out in a different way. So that they're already doing that within the course of the coaching. So I'm not sure if that answered your question, but if
I mean,
it didn't,
I'm just trying to become more specific in terms of, so for example, this one client you have is probably, she was talking about writing a children's book, right? Now, part of her challenges, for example, is she has trouble with the writing, or maybe she's insecure about writing. How do you help her with that? And then what is the next step when she gains the confidence? What does she do after that? And how do you help her go to the next level?
So she gets to the best way to say this is, you act in spite of being uncertain or in doubt, right? Because that inner critic comes in and will start to, stop you. And so there's energy. People leave the sessions with a sense, when I ask them how they're feeling, it's like hopeful and optimistic. Okay. So when you're at that point, what's your next step? Okay, half an hour, you're going to sit and you're going to write, or you're going to do that. So the steps are tailored to wherever they are and what they're creating. So are they at the ideation stage? Are they in the strategizing stage? Are they in the planning stage? Are they in implementation? Or are they in the reviewing their results and getting feedback? So there's that whole cycle.
You're like the inner voice whenever they tackle the stage of whatever project they're working on, and you're coming in there, and if they have any doubts, you help them get through the process. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Right. Because with each step, right, you're doing new things. So there's some doubt that can come up, and that's probably the biggest challenge along the way. So I'm there along the way. Whenever doubt comes up, we look at it, we clear it, and then we get clarity on the next step and keep moving forward.
That's so awesome. It's like an angel, an angel's voice, right? I'd say that's an angel voice. Okay, what do I do? I'm having trouble right now with myself. And then they talk to you and clear it out, right? And give more clarity of what they need to do just by talking to you. Okay.
Yeah.
I like that.
It's like when you've been in, it's been described to me by a client. It's like being in a foggy area, right? And you can't quite see more than a little bit ahead. And then the fog clears and they're like, oh, there's the path that's been there all along. Right. And that's what I do. I shine a light on that path, and then they start to see it for themselves.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing. Okay. So let's see. what if, I guess my next question is, how do they use their intuition, or how do you get them to use their intuition in terms of their success?
So part of using their intuition, and let me just, I want to bring through an example here. I think that would really help people. So these are some of the ways my clients have used their intuition, is who they're hiring as a team member or as an independent contractor or a vendor. That's one way they're using their intuition, which is really important as you're growing and you're building a team, whether it be individual contractors or on payroll, is to use your intuition about who you're hiring, who you're bringing on board. Another way to use their intuition is in terms of, there's so many opportunities to, for example, go to networking events and to be part of different organizations to support, your vision or your business, using your intuition. Which of those is most aligned with you? When you walk in the room, what is it that you notice about the energy? So that's another way to use your intuition. Recently, a client told me that she was thinking about, what was she thinking about doing? Something, I think it was an investment on her part. And then she ended up saying, that's not what's going to make sense for me. And she was using her intuition in that sense. So how you spend your time, your energy, and your money. Those are 3 great ways to use your intuition.
Okay. But let me ask you, because, in terms of intuition, you have some, I would say, to have a good intuition, don't you have to have a good base experience to pull it out of it, to pull it from it? I mean, is that something
Absolutely.
that has to be learned?
Yeah, well, actually, there's more to unlearn.
Okay.
Than to learn.
Oh,
Yes.
okay. Maybe that's
So here's some myths about intuition, and this will be part of the unlearning, right? One of them is that my intuition isn't practical. My intuition doesn't help me with practical things. That's a myth.
Okay.
Our intuition can help us with very practical things. So that's one thing. People say, oh, look, my intuition can help me with this, but not my everyday life. So that right there, we're going to unlearn that, because the truth is that our intuition is an innate ability and gift we all have to help keep us on path with our purpose.
Okay. Wow. That's new. So it's good to know what that is.
Yeah. Do you want me to keep going with the unlearning, or do you want?
Yeah, I do. Go for it.
Okay. So another thing to unlearn is that I'm not intuitive. People will say that. I think I mentioned that early. They'll think other people are intuitive, but I'm not intuitive because intuition looks like X, Y, and Z. So they've seen other intuitives and they think that it has to look that way for them. And each of us has our own unique way of connecting with our intuition. So that's not true, because it's all different. So once you let go of it needs to look a certain way, oh my gosh, what can open up is amazing. You'll start feeling things or hearing things or seeing things. Yeah. And that's your intuition coming through.
Wow. Okay. So it connects to part of your brain where you become creative and you become more open to other things, right?
Right.
Okay,
right. And that's what I found in my intuitive painting is once people started to let go and be in that intuitive space, then I would ask them questions and they would write, and they were so amazed at the information that was coming through them that was from their intuition, because it was more access to the right side of their brain.
So they discover more about themselves, which is really amazing. I can relate to that. Okay, well, we're gonna go to our next commercial break here, and don't go away, everyone. We're gonna have one more segment with Vasi, and we'll be right back.
For the past 53 years, I have been immeasurably blessed to make my full-time living as both an actor and a speaker, either on stage somewhere or standing in front of a camera. I wanted to take a moment today to tell you how excited I am to be coming to San Diego, California this fall to teach you how to become a professional speaker. I will be teaming up with the multi-talented Marie Waite, and together we will help you design the most compelling, passionate, and energized version of you have ever known. This will equip you with a newfound sense of confidence and the exuberance that it takes to get out there on stage and change lives. The dates are October the 17th through the 20th. I look forward to seeing you there.
The worst thing a homeowner can do is be without a good set of tools. Don't find yourself caught without the right tools. The Real Men of Real Estate's ultimate utility bag ensures you're equipped for any DIY task. With high-quality essentials like a hammer, measuring tape, multi-tool, and Exactac picture hanging tool housed in a sturdy bag, you'll be ready for anything. It's not a good feeling when you have to stop right in the middle of a project because you didn't have that tool that you should have had in the first place. Introducing the Real Men of Real Estate's Ultimate Utility Bag from Caliber 8. This ultimate all-around-the-house tool bag includes essentials like a non-slip grip 16-ounce claw hammer with a nail starter, which is perfect for keeping your fingers safe from getting smashed, a durable 16-foot measuring tape, which is a must in any toolkit, the Caliber 8 Multi-Max Pocket Tool, which features a 6-inch locking-style adjustable pocket wrench, 5-position wrench, 2 Phillips, and 1 flathead screwdriver, a durable stainless steel pocket knife, can and bottle opener, saw blade, an LED flashlight so you don't have to get caught in the dark. A compact toolkit small enough to fit in your glove compartment or your kitchen drawer, with a utility knife, 2 Phillips and flathead precision screwdrivers, a mini socket set, a box of wood and machine screws, needle nose pliers, wire cutters, and a driver set with flathead Phillips and Torx style bits, and the Exactac picture hanging tool, which makes picture hanging easy with no measuring required or stray holes to deal with. With everything you need conveniently packed in one sturdy bag, you'll be ready for any DIY task. Call area code 619-453-4664 or visit realmenofrealestate.com. The first 10 shoppers get a 10% discount with promo code TOOLS. That's TOOLS.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. And today with Vasi Huntales, talking about intuition, and she is an intuitive coach. So Vasi, with all your success of helping people with their intuition, which, you know, it's thank you for sharing that information, because I never really thought about intuition as a big deal as part of your success. So now we're letting people be more aware of it. What can you share to people about really the entire coaching that you do for everyone? So I'll let you talk to the audience and, you know, give them your wisdom.
So I would love to encourage each one of you that is resonating with some part of what I said to really trust that there's a next level of impact that you're ready to make, and that this is your time. Listen to your intuition, trust your heart, and just be open to discovering what's next for you. And if you resonated with this conversation and with me as well, I just invite you to reach out. You can reach out to me. My email address is Vasi, V-A-S-I, at Ignite Your Soul, and it's actually SOL.com. Vasi at igniteyoursoul.com. Visit my website, igniteyoursoul.com. You're also welcome to take me up on my offer. I do these 20-minute sessions. They're free sessions by Zoom, and they're called Unlock Your Next Level of Impact. And in that in that session. I'll include the link if Marie wants to post it somewhere, and you can take a look at it and you can book yourself in. And I would love to meet you and support you as an intuitive coach.
Okay. And if somehow they can get a hold of you, you guys can also connect with me. My number is 951-378-5316, or you can call me at 619-453-4664. And you can always connect or call the station, Fabulous Lifestyle Radio, and let them know that you wanted to connect with me or to Vasi. Vasi, again, is a member of the Empowered Women's Network with the Fire Up Connect, partner with the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs, and we meet every third Wednesdays here in San Diego. And if I want to be specific of the location, it's called McGregor's Grill Restaurant in Mission Valley. You can Google that, and we're there every third Wednesday of the month from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. and you get to meet Vasi. And Vasi is also one of our leadership team member, and she is offering her expertise to all the members. If you are interested in joining our group, feel free to connect with us. And it's called fireupconnect.com, and it's under Empowered Women's Network, partner with the Global Society for Female Entrepreneurs. Now, Vasi, my question again for you is, you are now a member and the leadership team member for our group. What do you envision as being one of the experts in this group? What can you share or tell me about it?
Yeah. So what I can tell you is what my intuition showed me.
Oh, okay. Cool. I love that.
Because it was a big yes to join this group, and it was an even bigger yes to be on the leadership team. And what I can tell you that I envision is being able to take these amazing women entrepreneurs that are doing incredible things and help make it easier for them to create that next level of impact, create that next growth in their business, to create more of that balanced success between their life and their business. So I'm very excited for them. I'm excited for them to be supported by the rest of the leadership team and by you and Barbara as well.
Okay. And what did you think about the leadership that me and Barbara are doing for the group? I know you're a new member, but I think you participate in our Queen's Business Expo, and this is, and then you attended our meeting. What did you think so far? What's your intuition about the whole thing that we have done as a leader?
There's such a great synergy between you and Barbara, and it brings so much energy and juiciness to being part of the groups. And the other thing I would say is that, I've been to a lot of networking events over the last 20 years. Okay. And so at this point, I'm really particular. And there's certain things that I look for, and check with what you're doing. There's heart, there's soul, there's business expertise, there's a commitment to service, there's a collaboration. There's just so many points there that are just wonderful. So
well, it's good to know that. I'm so happy. And to be honest with you, we're very honored to have you as a member. We are blessed by your presence as part of the membership. And I am truly grateful for you joining our group.
No, thank you, Marie. And thank you for creating it and bringing this to us here in San Diego.
Yes. So if I can ask you to repeat again your information so people that have missed it, they can catch it again. So if you can repeat it again so they know how to get a hold of you.
Yeah. My email is Vasi, VASI at Ignite Your Soul, and it's SOL.com. Vasi at igniteyoursoul.com. My website is igniteyoursoul.com, and that's also igniteyoursol.com, like the sun.
Okay. Well, there you go, everyone. This is such an amazing time with Vasi Juntalas. So honored to have her here in our show. And remember, to have a fabulous lifestyle, you have to also learn how to tap into your intuition and use that to create your amazing life around you. And having Vasi as part of your circle, you want to utilize or, really benefit from her expertise in regards to giving you the right direction and making the right decisions for your life. So make sure you connect with Vasi. And if you need some help on branding your business, I am here always, Marie Wade. And you can check my website at mariewade.com. And again, we are here every Sunday at 3:00 p.m. Pacific time. Fabulous Lifestyle provides you all kinds of great information, lots of great people, experts. So make sure you always listen to us every Sunday at 3:00 here on KCAA. And we are available on Roku TV, Amazon Fire TV, and Android app. And we're all in your favorite streaming podcasts. We are on speakers, iHeartRadio, Pandora, you name it, we're there. So anyway, I thank you everyone for listening here in our show. And don't forget, we're going to be back next Sunday, and share it to everyone that you know, that you're going to learn so much. You have a fabulous lifestyle. So anyway, we'll see you. We will talk to you next time. And bye-bye. Thank you.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.